Hi nurses, welcome to Nursing Quiz. For today's topic, diagnostic tests for communicable diseases. Grab your pen and paper, guys, and please comment your scores below, okay? Passing score, 16 out of 20. Let's go. Number 1. A client is diagnosed with tetanus. Which combination of medications should the nurse expect to administer? So we have to remember, guys, yung problem natin dito is tetanus. So kapag tinatanong tayo sa board exam about tetanus, guys, remember lang, tetanus is caused by a bacteria called Clostridium tetani. Sorry sa spelling ko ha. Bibilisan lang natin, guys. So, Clostridium tetani, may bacteria yan. Tapos, tandaan nyo, kapag yung patient is may tetanus, guys, we have to check for signs of seizures. Kasi, guys, pwede silang mag-seizure nito. So, nagbibigay tayo ng mga anti-seizure medications or pwede rin tinatawag na mga benzodiazepines. Pwede yan. So, yun, alam na natin. So, ang tanong dito, guys, which combination of medications should the nurse expect to administer? So, titingnan natin dito, guys. Knowing na ang tetanus is about bacteria and knowing na prone sa seizures yung mga pasyente, alam na natin yung may clue na tayo kung ano hahanapin, di ba? So, letter A, we have rifampin and diazepam. No? So, ang problema dito guys, with letter A, alam naman natin na yung rifampin is for TB. 'Di ba? Ang diazepam, okay to. This is actually good ang diazepam kasi ang diazepam given talaga siya for anti-seizures, especially with tetanus. So, okay sana yung A kasi yung rifampin is pang TB. So, alam na natin na this is wrong. Letter B, penicillin G sodium and diazepam, no? Penicillin G, guys, is antibiotic to, which is nice, no? And then, diazepam is, ito talaga yung number 1 choice natin for patients na magsi-seizures, especially with tetanus. So, okay to. So, B is actually good. Pero titingnan natin, guys, yung C and D. C is ciprofloxacin and lorazepam, no? Kung titingnan mo, ciprofloxacin, guys, is also an antibiotic, di ba? And lorazepam is also a benzodiazepine. Pam, 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 pam. Tandaan to ha, diazepam, lorazepam. Pam, 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 pam. That is a benzodiazepine. Pwede sila for seizures. Pero ang problema, guys, tandaan nyo, ang Clostridium tetani, guys, is anaerobic gram-positive bacteria. Gram-positive to, guys, ha? And ang ciprofloxacin, guys, tandaan nyo, para to sa mga gram-negative bacteria. Okay? So, hindi siya pwede for tetanus. Kasi nga, for negative gram bacteria siya. Diba? So, ciprofloxacin, hindi siya yung drug of choice. Kahit antibiotic siya, pero hindi siya yung drug of choice for tetanus. Okay? Lorazepam, hindi rin to pwede. D, erythromycin and haloperidol. Erythromycin is also an antibiotic, pero tandaan, hindi siya for tetanus. Okay? So, hindi to pwede. And also, guys, wrong din yung haldol, no? Haloperidol is for psychosis, di ba? For anti-psych medication to. So, haloperidol pa lang mali na. So, the correct answer is letter B. I hope you're correct. Next. Number 2. A nurse cares for a patient with increased intracranial pressure secondary to bacterial meningitis. Okay. Which set of drugs should the nurse expect to administer? No? So, meron tayong problema dito, guys. We have increased intracranial pressure secondary to bacterial meningitis. So, may clue ka na, no? For bacterial meningitis, guys, of course, it's caused by bacteria. No? Tawag dyan is Neisseria meningitidis. Sorry sa spelling. Tiditis. Yan. Kayo na lang bahala, guys, sa spelling. Pero yung bacteria na lang, tinatawag yan Neisseria meningitidis. No? Tapos, may problema with ICP, increased intracranial pressure. So, ano din yung mga drugs na i-expect natin to administer? So, let's go one by one. Number 1, letter A, mannitol, dexamethasone, and phenytoin. No? So, actually, guys, ang mannitol, maganda to for increased intracranial pressure. This is the drug of choice. Tandaan, guys, ang mannitol is a diuretic. And ang diuretic, guys, alam naman natin yan na pinapabawas na yung tubig sa katawan natin. And remember, nurses, kapag mataas, guys, ang intracranial pressure, tumataas din yung pressure ng tubig. So, kailangan babawasan yung tubig, di ba? Kasi kapag magle-less yung water, magle-less din yung pressure sa loob ng ulo. So, maganda to, si mannitol. Dexamethasone, guys, is also good, especially for meningitis, no? Maganda to. And also the phenytoin. Anti-seizures. No? Phenytoin is anti-seizures, guys. Tandaan nyo, guys, pag may ICP, mataas ang ICP, prone to siya, guys, for seizures. No? So, remember that. Kapag mataas ang ICP, prone sa seizures. And phenytoin is good for seizures. It's actually an anti-seizure drug. So, actually, gets na natin si A, no? Pero let's read the other choices. B, aspirin, lorazepam, and furosemide. No? For aspirin, guys, hindi naman to indicated. Diba? So, wala to. Metronidazole, haloperidol, and diazepam. Haldol pa lang, guys. Dito na, wrong na tayo. Kasi yung haldol is for psychosis. Diba? Ceftriaxone, simvastatin, and digoxin. Oh, mali na agad sa simvastatin. Tandaan nyo, guys, ang simvastatin is anti-lipidemics. No? Para to sa mga matataas ang sugar. I know, mataas ang cholesterol. So, hindi naman yung problema dito natin is cholesterol. So, mali na agad yan, no? Guys, as you noticed, kung magaling kayo guys mag-eliminate, mahahanap mo talaga yung sagot agad. 'Di ba? So, that leaves us with letter A. Ang correct answer dito is letter A. Mannitol for diuretic, para bumaba yung pressure sa ulo. Dexamethasone is for the bacterial meningitis. And phenytoin, guys, to prevent seizures, which can happen kung mataas yung intracranial pressure. So, that leads us with letter A. Number 3. A child who has bitten by a stray dog is brought to the ER, to the emergency department. No? The nurse anticipates the administration of which rabies vaccine. No? So may clue ka na, stray dog, rabies daw. No? So hahanapin natin dito guys yung rabies vaccine. So letter A, tingnan natin. BCG and DTaP. No? Ano ba yung BCG? BCG guys is Bacillus calmette-guerin. Hindi ko na lang kukumpletuhin guys ha, kayo nang bahala. Bacillus calmette-guerin. Para to guys ma-prevent yung TB. Binibigay ito sa mga bata, no? And DTaP guys, DTaP is diphtheria, pertussis, and tetanus. So, sa pangalan niya pa lang guys, pang rabies ba to? Hindi. Kasi nga, BCG and DTaP. Alam mo na yan. Bacillus is for TB, BCG is for TB, DTaP is for diphtheria, pertussis, and tetanus. So, hindi siya yung tamang sagot. B is Lysavac and Verirab, no? Sa pangalan pala guys, medyo medyo gets mo na. Sa pangalan pa lang na Lysa. Tandaan nyo nurses, ang scientific name ng rabies is Lysa. Lysa is actually the scientific name for rabies, no? Medical term pala. Medical term for rabies. So may magigets mo na, no? Hepa B and OPV, syempre pang hepatitis B to, and oral polio vaccine OPV, 'di ba? And din pneumococcal and HPV guys, alam mo na 'yan, pneumococcal is for signs of pneumonia, no? To prevent pneumonia. And HPV, human papilloma virus vaccine, no? Especially ito sa mga babae, para hindi sila prone magka-cervical cancer, 'di ba? So, hindi yan tong tamang sagot. So, that leads us with letter B, no? Easy-easy lang guys, no? Minsan, kahit hindi mo alam yung sagot, kung babasihan mo lang sa choices, malalaman mo talaga yung tama. So, that is also one of the board exam trick. I hope that helps. Number 4, in addition to rabies vaccine, what immunoglobulin should be administered to provide immediate passive immunity to category 3 bite? Yun. Guys, i-discuss natin itong category 3 bite na to. So, tandaan nyo guys, sa pagkagat ng aso, may mga category yan. We have the category 1, the category 2, and the category 3. Category 1 guys, dinilaan ka lang ng aso. Okay? Dinilaan ka ng aso, walang kagat. Number 2 guys, na-scratch ka. Wala pang sugat to ha. Na-scratch ka lang. Siguro, dumiin lang konti. May red na pero walang sugat. Si category 3 guys, dito na yung may sugat. Gets? Dito na yung may sugat talaga. So, category 3 bite guys, ano daw yung i-expect natin na rabies vaccine? For category 3 bite. 'Di ba? So, alamin natin guys from the choices. Now, alam mo na yung mga categories ha. Letter A. IVIG. Ano ba yung IVIG, sir? It's intravenous immunoglobulin. Yan. Intravenous immunoglobulin. Ginagamit to guys para sa mga patient na may problema sila with their immune system. No? So, hindi siya intended for rabies. More on siya sa general immune system natin. So, sa pangalan niya pala, medyo alam mo na hindi siya yung tama. B, ERIG and HRIG. ERIG, guys, is for equine, rabies, immunoglobulin, and HRIG naman, guys, is human, rabies, immunoglobulin. Sa pangalan niya pa lang, guys, ERIG and HRIG, magagets mo na parang may pagka-rabies to, di ba? Equine rabies immunoglobulin or ERIG and HRIG or human rabies immunoglobulin. Pag sinabing guys equine, galing yan sa kabayo. Okay? Galing yan na immunoglobulin sa kabayo. Sa human naman guys, of course, sa pangalan pa lang, galing siya sa plasma ng tao. Okay? So ito yung human globulin na ginagamit natin. So magigets mo na, no? Ito yung tama. Pero babasahin natin yung either choices. Letter C, HBIG. Ano nga ito? Hepatitis B. Yan. Hepa B, immunoglobulins, and ROGAM. Alam mo na yung ROGAM, guys? ROGAM is for actually to prevent RH incompatibility. Binibigay to guys sa mga postpartum mother na RH incompatible sila ng fetus niya. Para sa next pregnancy, hindi mamamatay or maging yellowish yung bata. So, ROGAM is for postpartum clients. Para sa next baby nila, masave sila. So, hindi to for rabies. Ang HBIG, sa pangalan niya palang hepatitis B immunoglobulin, para to sa HEPA. Diba? So, ang tamang sagot dito is letter B. Ang rabies vaccine, nagkakailangan ng immunoglobulin from equine and for the human. Rabies immunoglobulins. Tama ka ba? Easy lang, no? Number 5. A patient presents with a puncture wound after stepping on a rusty nail. Which diagnostic test is most appropriate to confirm tetanus infection? Yun. So, ang tanong dito, guys, nakatapak siya ng rusty nail. Ano daw yung diagnostic test para ma-confirm na may tetanus infection? So, let's read over the choices. Number 1, Wedel's test. Guys, kapag ma-encounter nyo ito guys yung term na Wedel's test, tandaan nyo guys, yung Wedel's test guys, chine-check yung Salmonella typhi. Chine-check nyo yung presence of Salmonella typhi. Tandaan, ang Salmonella typhi guys is the causative agent for typhoid fever. Yan si Wedel's test. Tandaan niya na, si Wedel's test, chine-check niya yung Salmonella typhi sa dugo, and Salmonella typhi is the causative agent for typhoid fever. So, ang tanong, typhoid fever ba? No, it's tetanus. So, alam na natin na wrong to, si Wedel's test. B, wound culture. Ang wound culture, guys, chine-check yung presence of bacteria. For example, Clostridium tetani. I-check yung sugat kung merong presence of Clostridium tetani. Diba? So, Clostridium tetani, guys, is the causative agent for tetanus. So, gets mo na it's B. Pero titingnan natin yung ibang choices. Mantoux test, alam mo yan. Para sa TB yan. Mantoux test is actually the screening test for TB. Kung tatanungin ko guys, what is the confirmatory test? Ang sagot, sputum exam. Sputum test. Okay? Tourniquet test guys, para to sa dengue. Check yung number of petechial rash or spots. Petechial spots. No? So, hindi itong sagot kasi nga for TB to and dengue, the answer is B. To confirm tetanus infection, kailangan ng wound culture, i-check yung Clostridium tetani because that is the causative agent of tetanus. Number 6. A nurse is preparing a child suspected with meningitis for a diagnostic procedure. What test should be expected to confirm the diagnosis? None. Dito na natin guys malalaman if paano yung saan iti-test yung tao na may meningitis to confirm na may meningitis talaga siya. So let's read the choices. Letter A, EEG. EEG guys stands for electroencephalogram. Electroencephalogram to guys ha. Guys, tandaan, pag may mga word na gram guys, tandaan to ha, pag may word na gram, yung mga gram na yan guys, gumagamit tayo ng contrast dye, no? Gumagamit niya ng contrast dye. Okay? Tandaan. Pag ang gram na yan guys, ang electroencephalogram, sa pangalan niya palang guys, na encephalogram, tinitingnan niya yung brain activity. Tandaan to ha, chine-check yung brain activity sa electroencephalogram. Okay? So, magagets mo na yung sagot. So, is this a diagnostic procedure for meningitis? No, kasi nga brain activity yung chin-check. Letter B, EMG. EMG, guys, stands for electromyography. Sa pangalan niya pa lang, guys, electromyography. Pag sinabi, guys, na myo, it's just muscle. Okay? I-check yung muscle activity. So, electromyography, guys, is for muscle activity naman. Sa pangalan niya pa lang, electromyography. I-check yung muscle activity. So, is this for meningitis? No. B, lumbar puncture. Pag sinabi, guys, lumbar puncture, yung sa likod, i-check, kukunin yung CSF. Cerebrospinal fluid, yung CSF. I-check for presence of bacteria na tinatawag na Neisseria meningitidis, which is the causative agent for meningitis. So, for meningitis, guys, i-check palagi yung CSF kung may bacteria doon na tinatawag na Neisseria meningitidis, which is the causative agent for meningitis. So, to detect meningitis, guys, kailangan i-lumbar puncture. So, ito yung tamang sagot, no? Babasahin natin si letter D, slit skin smear, para to, guys, ma-detect yung tinatawag na Mycobacterium leprae. Ang slit skin smear, guys, tinitingnan niya, dinidetect niya yung Mycobacterium leprae. Ang Mycobacterium leprae, guys, is the causative agent for patients na may leprosy. So, tandaan mo yan, ha. For patients na may leprosy, yung slit skin smear yung ginagamit nating diagnostic procedure. So, wrong to. Kasi ang tanong naman is meningitis, no? So, the correct answer is letter C, lumbar puncture. Number 7. Which diagnostic test is essential for assessing brain activity? Ayun, oh, keyword, guys, oh. Brain activity in a patient suspected with encephalitis. Brain activity. Brain activity. Alam mo na yung sagot, kakadiscuss lang natin, no? So, ang tamang sagot dito, guys, is of course, electroencephalogram. Yan. Widal's test, tandaan. Si Widal's test, sino ngayon dinidetect niya? Si typhoid fever. Yan. Western blot, guys, is the confirmatory for HIV. Confirmatory. Ang ELISA is, mamaya na lang. Mamaya i-discuss natin yan. Schick's test, guys. Tandaan, pag may-encounter nyo ito, guys, is Schick's test, ito yung ginagamit siya, guys, through intradermal route. At dinidetect niya, guys, yung tinatawag na diphtheria, which we will be discussing later, no? So, Schick's test is for diphtheria, Western blot is for HIV, Widal's test is for typhoid fever. Ang tanong, brain activity, sagot, electroencephalogram. Number 8. A child suspected with poliomyelitis shows signs of muscle weakness. Polio. Okay, may muscle weakness. Oh, may keyword ka na, ha? Which test best assesses the extent of neuromuscular involvement? Polio, tsaka muscle weakness yung tanong. Paano daw natin matitest yung muscular involvement? Oh, kanina na-discuss na natin yun. Diba? So, ang tanong dito, is it PCR? Tandaan, guys, pag sinabi niyong PCR, it's polymerase chain reaction. Guys, ang PCR, ginagamit to to detect COVID, no? RT-PCR, di ba? Naalala niyo yung RT-PCR. Pero marami pa siya, guys, pwedeng gamitin. Yung mga DNA, RNA. Kung malalaman mo talaga kung anak ka niya, pwede yan. Pwede rin ito sa HIV, pwede rin siya sa cystic fibrosis. Yung mga genetic testing, ginagamit dito is PCR, yung tinatawag na polymerase chain reaction. Ang polymerase chain reaction, guys, kung tatanungin kayo, to make it simple, tine-check dito yung mga DNA and RNA natin para ma-detect kung ano yung mga genetic abnormalities. Okay? So, PCR. Para ba ito sa muscle weakness? No, kasi DNA siya and RNA, so hindi siya. Mantoux test. Alam mo yan, for TB yan. Is the question TB? Is it about TB? No. EEG, alam mo yan. Electroencephalogram. Ang tanong ba, brain activity ba? Hindi. Muscle weakness yung tanong. Muscle neuromuscular involvement. 'Di ba? So, alam mo na yung sagot. It's EMG, the electromyography. Sagot is letter A. Nurses, na notice nyo, it's so easy kapag marunong ka mag-eliminate. So, you need to eliminate, guys, in the board exam. Number 9. Which diagnostic test definitively confirms rabies in a symptomatic patient? No? Ano daw na diagnostic test ang confirms rabies in a symptomatic patient? Rabies yung tanong natin, no? So, maganda guys is i-check yung i-check dito guys yung presence of Negri bodies, no? Ang rabies guys, ang taong na may rabies, usually may mga Negri bodies yan. Saan nakikita yung Negri bodies, sir? Sa brain. Kumakalat sila doon. Yung Negri bodies na yan. So, to confirm, guys, the rabies, may clue ka na, no? Is it letter A, ELISA? ELISA, guys, is enzyme link immunosorbent assay. And, buta ko dito, enzyme link immunosorbent assay. Guys, ELISA is actually a detection for HIV. Kung tatanungin ko yun, guys, to detect HIV, kailangan ng ELISA. Pero to confirm na may TB ka talaga, kailangan mo ng Western blot. This is the confirmatory. Okay? So, keep that in mind. So, ang tanong, ELISA ba yung tanong? HIV ba yung tanong? Hindi. So, ELISA is not correct. B, brain biopsy. Okay, so may clue ka na sa base explanation ko. Ang rabies, i-check yung Negri bodies. Ang Negri bodies, they are very common sa brain. So, brain biopsy actually, guys, is the best indicator na may rabies talaga yung tao. Tourniquet test, alam mo yan, dengue yan. Mantoux test, TB yan. Alam mo yan. So, hindi naman yung tanong dengue or TB. So, the correct answer is brain biopsy. Kuya, sana ganito lang sa board exam, no? Yes. Actually, sana ganito lang yung mga tanungan sa board exam. Pero guys, at least ngayon mamamaster mo na siya. Hindi ka na mahihirapan. 'Di ba? Number 10. Which bedside test is used to assess capillary fragility in a patient with suspected dengue? Oh, ito na. Alam mo na yan. Yung kanina hinahanap natin sagot, dengue yung tanong. 'Di ba? Capillary fragility. No? Is it A, Dick's test, no? Grabe naman tong pangalan na to, Dick's test talaga, no? Guys, ang Dick's test, guys, also known as Schultz-Charlton test. Schultz-Charlton test, guys. Actually, guys, matagal na tong test na to. For sure, obsolete na to. Ibig sabihin, hindi na to masyadong ginagamit, guys, kasi sobrang tanda na talaga ng test na to. Pero yung Dick's test, guys, ginagamit to, guys, to detect scarlet fever. Yan. Tandaan to ha, Dick's test is for scarlet fever. So, ang tanong ba, scarlet fever yung tanong? Hindi naman. Dengue naman, di ba? So, wrong na yan, si A. B, tourniquet test. Alam mo na to. Ito yung tama, di ba? Tandaan guys, sa tourniquet test guys, nilalagyan ng BP cuff, di ba? Dito. Tapos i-inflate. Maghintay ng 5 minutes. Tapos sa 5 minutes na yun guys, titingnan mo kung ilan yung number of petechial spots. Guys, pag makikita mo yung 20 or more, positive yan sa dengue. Petechial spots. Ibig sabihin guys, yung capillaries no nagbe-burst. Fragile yung mga capillaries kasi nga kulang sila sa platelets. So, petechial spots. Tandaan, 20 or more yung confirmatory. Ma-confirm talaga na may dengue. Ang Widow's test, alam mo na yan. For typhoid fever yan. Tapos, si slit skin smear is to detect Mycobacterium leprae, which is the causative agent for leprosy. So, ang sagot natin is B. Kasi nga, dengue yung tanong. Number 11. A patient in a tropical area presents with chills and fever. Which diagnostic test confirm malaria? Malaria, guys. No? Iisa-isahin natin dito. A, Mantoux test. Alam mo yan na para yan sa TB. TB ba yung tanong? Malaria, sir. Exactly. B, malarial smell. Hala, hindi ito, guys. As in, hindi talaga siya halata, no? Hindi talaga siya halata na, pang malaria siya. Charot. Alam mo na yung B na yan. Diba? Malaria, nasa tanong na. Nasa sagot na pala. No? EEG, electroencephalogram, brain activity ba yung tinatanong? Hindi naman, di ba? Western blot, HIV ba yung tinatanong? Confirmatory for HIV? Hindi naman. So, alam mo, it's B. Sana ganito talaga sa board exam, no? Number 12, which test helps determine susceptibility to scarlet fever? O, ayan mo na. Scarlet fever yung tanong. Kanina pa tong, kanina pa tong test na to, di ba? And every choice, nandito na lang siya. So, alam mo na yan, guys. For susceptibility of scarlet fever, alam mo na yan, yung sagot is si kuya mo. Si Dick Gordon. Charot. A, Schick's test is for diphtheria. Dick's test is for scarlet. Slit skin smear is for leprosy. And tourniquet test is for dengue. So, alam mo na yan, it's Dick. Number 13, a nurse performs Schick's test on a child. Oh. What is the test used for? Alam mo na yung sagot, kakadiscuss lang natin. Pag Schick test, guys, dinedetect na yung diphtheria. So, letter B yung sagot. Pag malaria, alam mo na yung malarial smear. Pag TB, alam mo na yung Mantoux. Pag rabies, alam mo na yung brain biopsy. Perfect ka na dyan. Number 14. Which test is appropriate to confirm Bordetella pertussis infection? Bordetella pertussis infection. Ano daw yung appropriate to confirm? No? To confirm yung tanong. Is it A, nasal swab for culture? Tandaan, guys, ang pertussis is a throat infection. Of course, maganda dito is i-check yung mucous membranes. So, nasal swab for culture is actually indicated. Ito yung tamang sagot. Mantoux test, alam mo na yan na TB yan. EMG, heart activity ba yung tanong? Hindi. Pertussis. Western blot, HIV ba yung tanong? Hindi, di ba? Gets mo na yan. Perfect ka na dyan, di ba? Number 15. Which diagnostic test involves intradermal injection of PPD to detect TB exposure? Ayon. Is it A, Western blot? HIV ba yung tanong? HIV ba yung tanong? It's TB. Diba? Alam mo na yan na it's Mantoux test, no? Mantoux test, guys, is also known as PPD or Purified Protein Derivative. Ang Purified Protein Derivative, guys, ito yung tinatawag na attenuated TB virus. Ibig sabihin pala, guys, kapag ima-Mantoux test ka, lalagyan ka mismo ng TB sa katawan mo. Pero yung TB na yan, guys, is attenuated. Pag sinabing attenuated, it's weakened. Hindi siya malakas, hindi siya magkakasa na TB kasi nga mahina lang siya. So, Mantoux test is also known as PPD. Ang PPD is the protein na nanggaling sa TB mismo, i-inject sa body at i-check yung induration. No? Ito yung i-check, guys, sa induration. Ang induration, guys, kapag lumaki yung skin test. Kasi skin test yan intradermal. Okay? So, alam mo na yan. EEG, electroencephalogram, brain activity ba yung tanong? Hindi. Tourniquet test is for dengue. Dengue ba yung tanong? TB. No? So, alam mo na yun, it's B. TB. 16. What is the primary diagnostic test for detecting Mycobacterium leprae? Ayan. So, kakadiscuss lang natin nito kanina, di ba? To detect Mycobacterium leprae, guys, kailangan natin ng tinatawag na slit skin smear. Kasi nga, Mycobacterium leprae is the causative agent for leprosy or sa Tagalog, Ketong. Catton. Dix test, guys, alam mo na yan. It's for scarlet fever. PCR, guys, is ano nga ulit yung PCR? Is the polymerase chain reaction. I-check yung mga DNA and RNA. Pwede ito, guys, sa COVID, sa mga gene testing, no? Sa paternity test, pwede yan. Electromyography. Heart muscle activity ba yung tanong? Hindi. So, alam mo yung sagot is Linsky smear. 17. What is the most effective test to diagnose pinworm infestation in children? No? Pinworm, guys. Pag sinabing pinworm, guys, yung sa puweto ng bata, no? So, to detect pinworm, guys, ang ginagamit natin dyan, nagagamit tayo ng nilalagyan ng tape yung puwet, igaganon, ilalagay, tapos kukunin, tapos i-check kung ilan yung mga pinworms doon. Ginagawa to, guys, early in the morning. Okay? Kung tatanungin kayo sa board exam, ginagawa to siya early in the morning. So, ang tawag dyan sa, test na yan is the Scotch tape swab. Nilalagay ng Scotch tape yung puwet para pagkatanggal, i-check kung ilang mga worms doon, pinworms. Nasa yan sa anus, no? So, malarial smear is for malaria, Linsky smear is for leprosy, Widal test is for typhoid fever. So, alam mo na yung sagot is Scotch tape test. 18. Which test detects agglutinating antibodies in typhoid fever? Ayan. Typhoid fever yung tanong. Kapag typhoid fever, guys, ang sagot is Widal's test. Sheik's is for diphtheria, EMG, and ELISA. ELISA is for HIV, EMG is for heart or muscle activity. So, alam mo na yung sagot is A, Widal's test. 19. Which two tests are used to screen and confirm HIV infection? Ang sagot? Alam mo na yan. Si ELISA, si Maring ELISA and si Western blot. Tandaan, ELISA is to detect, to confirm is si Western blot. Okay? Dix test and Mantoux test, alam mo na yan, TB to. Ito is scarlet. EMG and EEG, alam mo na yan na EMG is for muscles, EEG is for the brain activities, no? PCR and malaria smear, alam mo na yan, hindi yan for HIV. So, C ang sagot. And last number, what is the causative agent for chickenpox? Chickenpox, tandaan guys, ang chickenpox is caused by varicella. Varicella zoster virus, no? And tandaan nyo guys, laging tinatanong to guys sa board exam, ano yung precautions natin for chickenpox? Tandaan, it's airborne precautions. Actually, may video ako niyan. If you want to master it, nandito lang sa YouTube channel ko, no? Varicella zoster virus is the causative agent for chickenpox. Hi nurses, please comment below kung ilan yung scores na nakuha mo. I hope marami kang natutunan today. Please share this video to everybody guys. Yung mga classmates mo nakukuha ng board exam, at least marunong na sila with the different diagnostic tests na pwedeng lumabas sa board exam this 2025 and kung anong year ka man kukuha, okay? Subscribe to the channel guys. Please, your support is deeply appreciated and I hope I'll see you in my next videos. Goodbye nurses!